You know. Yeah, can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, you can go on.
Okay. Yeah, good evening, guys. Um, I'm Abrahman Yusuf. I'm a backend and blockchain mechanic. Yeah, most of the GDSC OOU technical lead. Yeah, so without wasting much of our time today, I'm just going to be going straight to the point due to the time constraints. So I'm going to be speaking on importance of community-driven tech initiatives and the benefits of being part of the GDSC community. Okay, yeah. So let's get started. Okay, yeah. So the first part is going to be the importance of community-driven tech initiatives. So firstly, let's understand what a community is. So basically, a community is like a social group that consists of people of different backgrounds, experiences, and stuff like that. Yeah. So in tech, a tech community is basically in a regular community, but with people that are kind of involved in tech. They have experience in different domain and aspect of tech. So let's look at the first point of the importance of a community tech of community driven tech initiatives. So my first point is innovation and collaboration. So um, tech communities are basically, like I said before, people of various backgrounds with different knowledge and skill sets. So how do they now foster innovation and collaboration? So when people like this come together, they get to know each other with their various skill sets. They come together and like build and bring their creative ideas together be, and build tech products. For example, if you look at there's one product that came out of a tech community like that. I can't remember the project name, but it's kind of, yeah, I think it's She Code Africa or something. So basically, people with various backgrounds, they share their knowledge and help each other. So this makes it easier to solve problems with their skills. So for example, now in GDSO, you have people that have this backgrounds in design. Some have backgrounds in front end development and back end and stuff like that. So when they come together, they bring their unique skill sets and build innovative products and applications and stuff like that. So basically, that's basically the point of innovation and collaboration. So let's go to the next point. We have our skill development. So for people that are just get started in tech and are looking to develop their skills, joining a tech community is actually one of the best decisions you can make. So when you join a tech community, you get access, you get some certain level of access to the community members. So with that, you can connect with people, you can meet with people that can that can mentor you and like provide you advice to improve your skill sets. You get to learn from them, you get to even work with them, thereby actually developing your own skill sets. For example, now in GDSC OOU, we have some OGs in our community. So beginners or newbies can actually that have access to our WhatsApp group, or our WhatsApp group can maybe slide into their DM or something with permission and like get to know them, get to ask questions that can improve their own skills. So basically, that's basically the point of skill development. So next is networking and connections. So because of time, I'm just like summarizing my points in my own words because of the time constraints. So being part of community projects, which is more like our own GDSC OOU, is not just about learning and collaborating and building stuff. You get to make real connections, make real friends, and like network with them. Which and by making these connections, you're actually like setting up your own future. So because when you make friends in a tech community or group or club like GDSOU, you are setting up um, a pipeline for yourself for the future, because through these connections and networks you make, you can actually land your future jobs, your future companies. You can build companies with them in the future with the connections and networks you made in the community. So next, I'm going to the next point, which is the social impact. So how do tech communities make social impact? So, like I said before, the communities mostly comprise of people of different backgrounds, skill set, and expertise. So when they come together, they they can build applications, they can build softwares that impact their immediate community. For example, GDSO, you can the members of GDSO you can come together and let's build an application that helps students book ride or something from wherever they are to the school and stuff like that. So it's it eases the movement of students to and fro school or the school campus, and like also, for example, now there's a problem of food in this Agor area. So if the members of GDSO you can come together and like let's build a software that makes it easier for people to have access to um, restaurants and like um, probably other food and stuff like that. So basically, those kind of projects. Also, these social impact are not just limited to software or something like that. We can a community can event that sensitize people and the community about various stuff, like for example the effect of I really don't want to go into a particular niche or something, but it's not limited to the social impact, not limited to software. It can be in form of events and other stuff like that. So next, I'm going to be going to the next headline, which is the benefits of being a part of the GDSC community. So as a member of a GDSC community, you get to benefit. You get to have some, how do I put it, some level of benefit that you get from being part of the GDSC community. So some of them are number one is learning opportunities. Like I said before, so most points that I'm going to mention here are kind of similar to the one I've mentioned before. So because of time, I'm just going to be going straight to the point again. So learning opportunities. So joining a GDS community like OOU gives you a chance to learn cool tech. You get to learn new technologies from members of the community, learn about more Google products. For example, Jobber shared one stuff on the group. I think Google crowdsource or something. So being part of that, those are kind of some of the benefits that you get for being part of the GDS community. You get access to information, and that can help you learn more about your your focus, your what you actually love actually. So you get to learn more about the stuff you actually love in tech. So next is project experience. So being part of GDS community also means that you get to work on real projects. So in GDSO, you are going to be working on some real projects that are actually going to have social impact. Like I've mentioned before, the importance of community driven initiatives. So we are going to be building some projects that will have social impact on our immediate community, which are the students and people of Agor, wherever the campuses are in general. So you get to work on projects and on real projects and have experience on how to work on projects in production in the production environment. You get to learn how to manage projects that are actually going to be serving real people and not just toy projects or side projects or fun projects. So the next point is going to be career growth and development. So joining GDSC community is like a setting a stepping stone for your future. So you meet people that can help you land your own future jobs that you can build companies with in the future. Um, People that you can get career advices from. People that that is people that actually have real experience in the industry. For example, we have I think we have this man in our community on WhatsApp. He has I think like 6 to 7 years experience or something. So people like that, you get to know them, you get to learn from them and get career advice and mentorship from them if they offer it. So the next point I'm going to be talking about is events and work. Oh yeah, community support. So in GDSC, you are not alone actually. So like I said, a community is like comprised of people of different backgrounds and skill set and expertise. So when you are in a community like GDSC OOU and you face challenges, you get to you get community support if you ask for the support. Even if you do not ask and the community notices that this person needs support, this person needs help in this particular area of stuff, you get it. So along your journey in tech, you get support that will help you boost your confidence actually, and because we most people suffer from imposter syndrome or something imposter syndrome. So being in a community like GDSCOU, you get support from the community because you are not alone actually. People, even top people also suffer from the syndrome. So being here, you get you get emotional support, even financial support in some cases and stuff. So next is events and workshops. So GDSC will host fun and educational events and workshops where you can both physical and virtual, where you can learn more about technologies that you actually love that you are interested in, and even also learn about more of Google products. Also, so you learn this not just from ordinary people, but from experts that actually know what they are doing in those fields. So the competitions and the events includes competitions like hackathons and coding competitions and stuff like that. So also you also get to we're also going to be organizing gaming and fun events. So like trivia events and stuff and other stuff that can boost your morale and help you remain and more confident in what you are doing in tech. So next point I'm going to be talking about how to get involved in GDSCOU. So the core team member of the club cannot do it alone. So the help of the members is actually needed. So how can you help? How can you get involved? So you can get involved by helping community members with their technical issues. So look out for members and help them whenever they have issues. They post on the WhatsApp group And I think we have a Slack channel too, but I'm not sure it's that active. So yeah, so whenever any member posts their issues on any of the channels or groups, please let's try to be helping. So helping is actually part of how we retain and how we help ourselves grow in the community. So what are we community for if we cannot help each other? So let's go to the next point. So volunteering to be part of the core team. So you can actually volunteer to be part of the core team and help in organizing and events, helping managing the community, and helping doing whatever whatever you can do to help the community grow and stay in check. So next, so giving useful feedback to the core team is actually a way to get involved in the community, because the feedback you are giving the core team is actually going to help them to um to do things better, to do better, because nobody is perfect. The core team is not are not perfect. So your own feedback, your useful feedback actually helps the core team to know what the community members actually need, what they do not want, and they actually put them in action. Yeah, I think, yeah, next, if yeah. Okay, yeah, so we also another way to get involved is creating awareness of the community among other students. So basically, you should help share the gospel of GDSC OOU among other students that may not know about the community, because as you are sharing it, as we are sharing and creating awareness among other students, when they join, to benefit, they get access to the benefits that being a member of the community comes with. You get access to members of the community that have real world experience that you can learn from. You get access to community support and most of other things that we mentioned earlier. So creating awareness actually is a way to get involved, because you are help growing the community, you are help building the community and making it stronger. Yeah, I think that's all. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, thank you. That's all. Yeah, I'm actually done. Joba. Awesome. Yeah, Joba or Toby or Daniel, done.
All right, thank you, Yusuf. I guess JB is having network issues or he has an issue with his mic. Can anyone hear me?
Yes,
Yeah,
I
I can
can.
hear you.
All right, I guess JB has issues with his mic. I don't know why he's not speaking. His mic is unmuted, but I cannot hear anything from him. So can we just move on to the next speaker? Next speaker is Michael. Yeah, Michael, are you there?
I'm here. I'm here.
All right, so you have the floor.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, JB is finally back. Yeah, I can hear you, JB.
All right, all right. So is Michael here? Michael,
Yeah, I'm here.
you
I'm
have
here.
the floor now.
Okay, all right. So, hi everyone. So, before I proceed, I would like to give a small details about myself. And my name is Michael. I'm a backend engineer at Voya. I recently just got employed, and so that's just a little about me. I'm a Node.js developer. So, concerning the info session we'll be having today, I'll be talking more about the technical problems and how we can solve them with the help of communities. So, let's go to the next slide. We have the technical topic. So, when we say technical, it has to do with more of implementation of coding and all that. And the block or the foundation of any coding we have right now is data structures and algorithms. And I believe we have a decent number of devs in this session. And of course, they would agree with me when I say we've all used and implemented data structure and algorithm while building projects. And even during technical interviews, the lead code questions given are under data structures and algorithm, irrespective of the tech stack. So when we talk about data structures and algorithm, it's just not an advantage, but it is a necessity for all software developers. And these foundation concepts form the backbone of efficient and effective coding, also enabling programmers to tackle complex problems, which create optimized solutions and build robust applications. And in any project you are working on, or probably you've worked on, data structures and algorithm are the building blocks of software development. And what is data structure itself? It is data structure is it provides a way to organize and store your data, while algorithm offer the step-by-step instructions to manipulate and process that exact data. And together they empower developers to write code that is not only functional but also scalable, maintainable, and performant. So, what are the relevance of data structure and algorithm in the tech industry? And the tech industry is dynamic and competitive, and the constant demand for innovative and efficient solution by the big tech firms are, are really increasing. And when it comes to interviews and hiring, tech companies place a strong emphasis on assessing a candidates' knowledge of data structures and algorithms during interviews. And high proficiency in these areas is often a key factor in securing positions at top tech firms. And the last interview I did, I could remember they gave me two lead code interview questions, and it was purely data structure and algorithm. And thankfully, I had a good foundation in that regards, and I was able to have the expected results as possible. So, when it comes to performance optimization, in the era where milliseconds matter, because I major in backend, and anytime requests are being sent to your server, you want to make it fast as possible, and the only way to measure that is by timing it, which is seconds and most times milliseconds. So when you optimize your code for speed and memory usage, it is very essential because companies seek engineers that who can design algorithms and also choose data structures that can handle massive data sets and deliver real-time responses. Also, data structure and algorithm is relevant in scalability because the understanding of how design systems can handle exponential growth is very crucial in the today's tech landscape. And it is just to summarize what data structure and algorithm is. It is more like the cornerstone of success in the tech industry. And whether you're a seasoned programmer or just starting in your coding journey, you have to invest time and effort in not just the language itself, because in any language you choose as a foundation, you still have to um, know the concept of what data structure and algorithm is. So, and which will yield substantial dividends in your career, and have a solid foundation in whatever you're building or your project. So the next slide, I'll be talking about the impact of technology, how solving real-world problems with technology is crucial. So we all know in Nigeria today, one of the most pressing challenges that many of our fellow citizens face is gaining access to quality healthcare. And the issue is especially acute in remote and undeserved areas, where reaching the healthcare facility can be a daunting and often impossible task. So, but the good news is that technology holds the key to addressing this challenge and probably revolutionizing the healthcare accessibility in our country. So imagine a scenario where a resident of a remote village can consult with a qualified healthcare professional without embarking on a long and costly journey. You know, platforms are telemedicine platforms are making this possible rather, and through these platforms, patients can access medical expertise remotely, and breaking down geographical barriers that have long hindered access to care. And we all know in this world of AI advancement, where artificial intelligence take things a step further by analyzing vast amounts of health data and making disease predictions and aiding in early diagnosis. So this data-driven approach can save lives and by catching health issues before they escalate. So I'm just talking in the health sector, how solving problems in the health sector using technology can be of help, and it can save countless number of lives in Nigeria as a whole. So and when it comes to ensuring security and privacy of data, blockchain technology has emerged as a reliable solution. It will not just enhance data security, but it also simplifies the management of records and making it easier for both the sender and the receiver. So the next slide, I'll be talking about encouraging participation in communities. I when I started a few years back, I noticed that I was alone in the journey for the first few months, and I didn't even know that there is a word called community. I was just learning with YouTube and all that. So I didn't know that community is more like it's a space where like-minded developers or designers like you can coexist in a platform or physically rather. So you can get to learn new things, learn new ways, process, and perhaps any challenges you're having, problems, you can present it in there and get your colleagues to help you um, assess it and review it, because most of these communities have experienced tech techies that have come across one or two challenges that you are probably coming across. So they would have solved that kind of problem, and you just want to drop it there instead of going through hours of trying to figure out how to solve it. It's good to make your own personal research, but then it can save you time of wandering about, and where you can just post your problem in the community and you get necessary response and reviews. So when you engage in technical projects in communities, because most times in communities there are projects that people will want to embark on, and they will be like, let me get one or two hands on this project. So it can be paid, it can be unpaid in regards of that. So when you participate in those projects, it's more like a powerful means of advancing your skills. It will sharpen your sword, and in a company of fellow enthusiasts, and it's also bring that like mind of working in a team when you are employed. When you're employed in a firm or in any company, you're also working with members. So you starting off in a small setting like a community or probably a large community, to give you that experience. So it won't be difficult when you get employed, and if you won't find it hard to communicate with team members and how to review designs or codes or code base. You understand? So and your involvement in community is not just about you. it also contributes to the community growth and vitality. So it's a more like a two-way street where you gain invaluable experience and you give back in equal measure. So you gain from your colleagues that are dropping infos, that are dropping information that can help you, and you also like kind of drop things that will help your colleagues also. And in a nutshell, getting involved in technical projects within community is more like a holistic journey, and it encompasses more like learning, networking, and skill enhancements. And you can also find opportunities, career opportunities in communities, because I've been a more like a beneficiary to those kind of stuff. And whenever you are in a vibrant community like GDSC, you get career opportunities, or more like links to um, to open roles in any company. So if you probably have the experience and you have a good resumes and projects you've worked on, these colleagues can help you put a referral through, and that's one of the importance of communities. And the next slide, since I'm already talking about the importance, I'll be talking about benefits of GDSC OOU, which is the Google Developer Students Club. And first under this is the skill development. And this GDSC OOU community provides the platform to learn and develop technical skills in areas like web development, app development, machine learning, etc. And you gain hands-on experience through workshops, hackathons, and collaborative projects. So as we move forward, there will be projects that will need the members of the community to 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 work on. So I believe once you start working on this project, you gain the experience you need. Probably you're just starting out in the field, or you're already experienced, but you just want to get one or two knowledge from new project that might come up. And also we have benefit like networking. You get to connect with your like-minded students, and also developers, designers, um, and other roles. So you share the passion for technology, and networking enable you to build valuable relationship with your peers and mentors, industry professionals. And you get access to Google resources. So as an official recognized Google platform, which is GDSC, the members also get access to Google's vast resources, including like Google Cloud, credits, tools, and mentorship from Google experts. And also, it also plays a role in your personal growth, and beyond technical skills. GDSC OU fosters personal growth and leadership development, and entrepreneurship. So you will become a more well-rounded individual ready to tackle world problems. Since it's a community of developers, entrepreneurs, designers, managers. So anytime a question is being dropped, irrespective of what your stack is, you get to like learn a thing or two from what is being asked, and the responses that were dropped. So I think that's all for now. If there's any question you would like to ask regarding this, I'm always Toby, I think that'll be all for now. Can anyone hear me?
Thank you for your speech. I jotted some things down I won't share. But thank you. In like questions, thoughts, feelings, opinions, could all drop it in the chat. Our next speaker, Comfort, is professional voiceover artist. So it's just to show everyone that GDSC is not about. It's not like you don't have to be like a programmer and a designer to be in GDSC OOU. Could be anything as long as it's in a tech field. So Comfort is a professional voiceover artist, and she's also the co-lead for Shagam campus. So Comfort has the floor now. Thank you.
Thank you so much, JB. Good evening, everybody. Okay, so let's just get straight to the point. Introducing GDSC Tech Community, a hub of creativity, learning, and growth. Whether you're a coding ninja, a UX UI wizard, a data enthusiast, content creator, or just someone eager to explore the world of tech, we welcome you with open arms. At GDSC, we believe in the power of diversity. Join us in shaping the power of technology. Thank you. So I would like to hear you in the comments. With this intro, what did you think I was trying to pass across? Please, I would like to hear you in the comments. What message do you think I was trying to pass across? I'm waiting for you guys. What message do you think I was trying to pass across? What came to your mind? Can anybody hear me? JB, please, can you hear me? Okay, GDSC, okay. Okay, I said with the intro I just gave, what came to your mind? What came to your mind? What do you think I was trying to pass across? Okay, I know I spoke about GDSC, but what was that one word, that thing that came to your mind when you listened? I would like to hear you. I don't just want the core team members to speak. I want participants to also speak, because I think we have 12 participants here and you guys are not talking. Please, let's talk. Okay, growth. Okay. Shobam said growth. Okay, any other person? Okay, while we do that, I'll just go ahead to continue. But that particular intro I gave was very intentional, in line with what I'm going to be talking about tonight. So a wise man once said, the future is not a date on a calendar to be revealed. The future is everything that we can be and have not yet become. The future is everything we can do but have not yet done. The future is anything we can have but have not yet possessed. The future is not ahead of us. The future is on the inside of us. So, and this was actually a quote by Fela Durotoye. You know, a lot of people have many innovative ideas in their mind, but they tend not to do it because they believe, okay, I'll do it in the future. It's not a time, I'll do it in the future. And this drives me to the topic I'm going to be taking this evening, which is on inclusion and diversity in tech. So my question again, because I like an interactive class, I don't just want you guys to be listening to me. I want it to be more like an interactive session. So is anybody here who is not into the coding aspect of technology that has ever felt like, I don't really think I'm a techie. I just feel like, okay, I'm sure out there, I'm on the fence somehow. I would like to hear you. Have you ever experienced such? Hey, JB is saying me. Okay, any other person, please? Maybe you just felt like, guys, I feel like it's just those developers that are the tech guys. Me, I'm just on the fence, you know. I just have a little aspect of tech in me. Anybody? If you guys are not responding, we can stop here. Okay. Me, okay. I love this. I am this says me. You're a mechanic. You're not a bowler. I love that, Yusuf. Okay. So that's great. And that is like one of the reasons why this is a very important aspect of the info session that we're going to be having tonight. We are actually going to be talking about inclusion and diversity. And I had to know if there were people who had actually experienced such in the community, even if some people are not saying the truth, but I'll not talk. Okay, so I've experienced that before. And that's going to be like a short story I'm going to be sharing. So there was this particular day I went for a particular event, Oscar Fest. So, and I posted my picture, and the response I got in my DM was, "Are you into tech too?" And it got me thinking, like, okay, what do you mean? Okay, is it because I've only been posting voiceovers? So now I'm going for a tech event, and it's like, I don't think voiceover is actually an aspect of tech. So what's she looking for? You know, it raised a lot of questions in my heart. And if I wasn't careful, if I wasn't someone that understood my identity, who understood my role in tech, could have been easy for me to say, okay, what this person said is actually true. There's no need for me to attend tech events. There's no need for me to attend a tech community, to be in a tech community like GDSC and so on. But because I understood the reason why I was going for that tech event, I understood my role in tech, that did not deter me. And I'm sure some people like content writers might have actually gone through this particular aspect before when they just, because I have friends that are actually content writers. And when I say, okay, I'm going for a tech event, in their mind is like, I'm only a content writer. What am I looking for? I'm not a developer. And that is a very, very bad mindset to have. And you understand why as we continue in this session. Okay, so what qualifies me to be a techie? What qualifies me to be a techie? So just like I said before, I'd been attending events prior to that period, and this person said this. So, but from my point of view, I understand that I'm going to be using my profession as the point of contact because I'll be able to explain better because it's my niche, right? So I understand that I am qualified to be a techie, not because of what people see, but because I understand my role in tech. That's one. I understand my role in tech. I know that even if voiceover artistry is an art, is actually an art is a branch of performing arts, right? But it's also a particular art that is unique, that connects to business and also connects to tech. So what I did in the onset was selling GDSC to you. So it's more like I was trying to get you to understand, okay, this is what GDSC is about. GDSC is not just a community for web developers. It's where UI UX guys are. It's where content creators are. It's where people that are interested in tech, people that are doing things in relation to tech are. Even if it's not technical, it is still tech, and that is the kind of community we are. We embrace diversity. We embrace innovation. That was what I was trying to sell to you, and that was the role a voiceover artist could have played, and that was what I played at that point in time. So that was actually doing two things at the same time. I was actually selling technology to you using a marketing mindset. I was not just reading a script to you. My content had something to do with what I was passing across. My script interpretation had something to do with what I was passing across. The emotions that I put in that script interpretation had something to do with my target audience. I wanted them to feel excited. I wanted them to feel like, okay, if I'm not in this community, then I'm in the wrong place, if I'm actually a techie. So that says a lot about what I do. And that gives me the understanding that I'm actually a techie, even if people don't understand. You know, to some people who are maybe developers and so on, you might feel like, what's this big deal about being a techie? Like, guy, it's not really a big deal, right? But this thing about being a techie can actually affect the growth of certain people. I'm going to use a content creator or a content writer, for example. The moment a content writer begins to feel like, okay, I work with tech companies, but I really don't know how, I don't need to be in the community of techies. I don't have to be in events for techies. What they do is they begin to limit their mindset. It begins to affect their confidence to reach out for job opportunities, and it begins to allow them to stay outdated. Because when you attend events, you get fresh, you know what is going on in technology, and just like you know, technology keeps changing every now and then. So it begins to limit them, and they might just go into extinction just because of the wrong mindset. So your mindset is very, very powerful. So I'm going to be talking now on the non-technical roles in tech. There are various aspects of tech that are non-technical, and that's where many people get it wrong, where they feel like, okay, the fact that it's not technical means it's not actually tech, which is actually wrong. I'm just going to be listing the examples here, like product management, product marketing, a website content creator or writer, content management, data analyst, search engine optimization specialist, a technical writer, user experience design, a graphic designer, product manager, and so on, so forth. So those are different areas that are non-technical, but are actually still part of tech, and they play a very, very important role in tech. So this quote says, the fact that it is not technical doesn't make it less of technology. think outside the frame and see the big picture. That was a quote I made, because I understand that many people can just be limited by mindset. If the mindset of jack of all trade, master of none has ever affected you before, where you just feel like, okay, the fact that I'm doing a lot of things, then I cannot actually prosper in it. If it has ever affected you before, please, I would like to hear in the comments. If you don't get my question, please just signify. I will explain it further. Where the quote, jack of all trade, master of none, has ever limited you in spreading your wings, in doing other things because you feel like, I'm the one doing this, I'm the one doing that. What will people think? So let me not bother. Let me just keep quiet. Anybody, please, I would like to hear in the comments. Okay, sure, nice. Okay, so that quote was not actually complete. It's jack of all trade, master of none, greater than the master of one. I guess that's a complete one. Now, I'd been listening to that particular quote. I'd heard it maybe when I was in secondary school. I can't remember when, because it's something everybody knows, right? And there were times I actually wanted to do other things that I knew that, okay, they were relevant to my purpose, but I began to shrink away because of just that little quote. So mindsets can actually be framed by certain things that we've heard around us, some limiting beliefs that we have within us. So please, if you're a member of GDSC OOU, just know that even if you're not doing the technical aspect of tech, you are still very, very relevant. Yeah, okay, so Ajayi said, jack of all trades, a master of none, but oftentimes better than a master of one. Yes, that's the correct one. So thank you for that. So why I joined GDSC OOU? So GDSC is more than just a club or a group of techies, but an actively growing community that is very intentional about inclusion and diversity, which was why I joined, because I understood that this was not a limited community that was just about, okay, maybe just guys that are coding, right? It understood the power of technology. It understood that it's not just about the people who are building the foundation, but those who can actually build upon the foundation. And that's where you find non-technical guys doing a lot of things. Yeah. So now to the next slide, back to biology. And this is all about community. And I know some might hear this and be like, guy, wetin be this? Like, what is biology doing in tech? But just calm down and listen. So according to biology, community is an interacting group of various species in a common location. So this means for a community to grow and be considered as one, it must meet the following criteria, which is one, variety or diversity, interaction, and a common location. So many of the groups we see out there are actually population. You just see group of people with the same mindset, with the same skill set coming together in a group. That is not a community. That is just population, right? But GDS is quite different because now we do not just have people who are of same skill set. We have people with different skill sets, people with diverse aspects of tech that are interacting and are staying in a common location. So please take note of those three things. And interaction is very key. It's easy to build up a community like GDSC and say, okay, yeah, we are a community. But the moment the people in the group do not interact, it makes it less of a community. So community is not just for having a gathering, it is for interaction, because interaction is what we build ideas, is what we build innovation, is what we make you know that, okay, this person actually has an idea of something I want to work on. If I can collaborate with this person, we can actually build something bigger. That's because interaction was activated. If interaction does not happen, then it will be impossible for innovation to manifest. Now move to the next slide, which is importance of inclusion and diversity in tech communities. I'm sure I've spoken a lot about this. I'll just read this quote by Fedi Adimafe, which says, creativity requires collaboration, and collaboration is the new capital. A lot of times people feel like, okay, if I'm able to do this thing and get better than this person, then I will actually succeed first. But right now, it's not about competition. It's not about collaboration. How best can you present that project you're working on? How best can you display that motion graphics? If you have a professional voiceover artist collaborate with you, and you have it, you project it to your prospective clients, not just pushing out the raw video content, but now you have a background music, you have the motion graphics, and then you have a voice. That sells your brand better than another motion designer who just sends pure motion graphics to the clients. I'm super sure that the one that will connect more is the one that has a sound and has a voice with it. Why? Because it connects with the emotions of the client, and it shows that you are quite innovative and I would like to work with you. So please do not joke with collaboration. It is very key. And where can you collaborate? In a community, and that's what GDSC is for. It's not just a place for you to just joke, banter, post memes, because some people they love that, right? What you want to do is actually to maximize. I'm not saying you should not joke, interact, make friends, but please maximize the community. Okay, so I said something here in a quote. I've spoken about a lot of things here, so I'll just give a report by TM Con, which says, in the past, competition meant a rivalry between similar creatives in the same industry. The success of the creator was measured on outstripping the next creator. While the form of competition enabled a few creators' rise to some level of fame and popularity, that rise is often a strenuous one. Right now, collaboration is the key to scaling faster than ever before. Creators can now collaborate with each other, complementing and leveraging individual strengths for combined value. New social media features such as the Instagram collaborative feature encourages the new ideal. Now that's for content creators, right? But this report actually shows that even apart from the content creators economy or the creator economy at large, it also applies to every other economy that we have, every other sphere of influence, the technological sphere of influence. If you can actually have people come together to leverage on their strength, they will be able to get it not only faster, but better than the other contemporaries. So think collaboration, don't think competition. The moment you are able to collaborate, your competition will surrender. Okay, so yeah, and that quote by me says, don't be caught in the web except you're Spider-Man. Be intentional about collaboration and innovation will follow suit. Yeah, please take note of that. Okay, importance of inclusion, I already spoke about that, but like it is commonly said, it begins with you. There are lots of great minds in GDSC community, which includes you. Leveraging collaboration might be the key you need to make that groundbreaking project. Ask questions, seek help, collaborate, and connect with people. Pitch that project and make friends in the community. That is very important. So just as a roundup, I would also like to make reference to certain things that have been done in the last tenure for GDSC in order to promote inclusion and diversity. The first one was the IWD International Women Day 2022, where various speakers came to speak on diverse areas of tech that were non-technical. And the other one, which was upskilling as a content creator, that was also taken around the last tenure. So this shows that GDSC is not just a community of coding guys, right? It's a community of people in diverse area of tech. And that shows that we have a great potential to do great. But it's not just about the potential, it's about minimizing the potential and maximizing innovation, right? We don't want to maximize potential. We want the potential to reduce so that we can start having kinetic energy. Do you guys get? So last thing I'm going to say is be rest assured there is more to come in this tenure. We are going to be having lots of events that are actually geared towards promoting inclusion and diversity. So if you're a content creator, if you are a writer, if you're a technical writer, whatever area of tech you are in, we are going to be having events that will be geared to promoting it and to help you build that area of your skill. Thank you so much for listening to me. My name remains Comfort Olofin. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Thank you.
Very, very nice, Comfort. Thank you for enlightening us on diversity in the tech field. Just the idea that you don't have to be a programmer or designer. I think I've said it before. You don't have to be a programmer or a designer to be in the tech. You can be a content writer, be a voiceover artist, like our sister here, and just do great things, man. You don't need to restrict your mind. So thank you, Comfort, for that. I will
Well,
just be giving,
thank you.
yeah. So I'll just be giving a summary of the event, and I want to also thank. We have a special member here. We have Darlington Agumi is the GDSC lead for Nairobi Technical Training Institute in Kenya. So thank you for joining us on that. We also had someone, but I don't think he's available for that. So thank you. I'm just supposed to give you guys a summary of the event. So next slide, please. Right. So what the GDSC is all about, our vision, mission, and goals all align. Just the idea of helping students in university, students that are just coming up, right? Helping them learn technologies, have experience, and get community help before they enter the real world, before they see things that are going to be stressful. Because it's easier to make friends when you're younger, when you're still in a situation where everybody's still struggling for the same thing. We're all struggling for the same degree, those different subjects, but all struggling for a degree. So it's easier for us to communicate from each other, for us to contribute to each other's success, right? Because I can say that the GDSC is something that I hold very dear to my heart because when I started to learn how to program, when I started learning how to program, which is just me, no friends. I had no friends that were into programming. No one had an idea of it. It was very stressful. It was very hard because I'm self-taught. I didn't go to any school. I learned for myself. I would not advise anyone to be a self-taught developer because it's very, very hard. I can tell you. But I had the end goal in mind. It didn't come up to me. I started around what was it again? 2020 of July. Yeah, I started 2020 of July, and I was so big on community that I created tech communities throughout 2021, and they all failed, sadly. But then I had the experience of how tech communities work, how some people are going to contribute, and some people are not going to contribute. But then just the idea of community was very exciting for me, and then GDSC made things happen for me. I learned a lot, met new people, contributed to different things, and then I can just tell you that GDSC is very good. It's just something that you need to have, something that you need to have, right? So next slide, I'm going to talk to you about the benefits of being in the GDSC. So we have something like projects. We have community projects that we're going to be doing in the sense that I think we want to do a website. Yeah, we have to start with the website. We're going to do a website for the school, GDSC. That project is going to be very exciting, and that's what we're going to start with. After this event, we'll start with the planning, and then we'll carry the whole community along on that, and then we could start developing and stuff like that. We also have this sense of community in the sense that I can message Abdurrahman and be like, okay, well, I'm learning blockchain. How do I go about it? I can message Comfort and be like, I'm learning animation. Do you want to be like, do you want to voice over on my animation? You want to like help me with that? I could message Mikey and be like, Mikey, I'm having a problem. I'm having a bug. Can you help me look at this? We're having sessions, not like official sessions. People were dropping their resume, and then Michael and who else was there? And Temi, they were helping people like check their resume and be like, you have to make it one page. Don't write too much balls. Don't put your Nigerian there because that's going to spoil your chances. Don't put your date of birth, stuff like that. So just the idea of the sense of community that you don't feel weird anymore. You can always just reach out to people. And people that we could even say that we're all weird together. I mean, that sounds better. Like we're all weird as a community. So that's very nice. And then we have life-changing events because one moment in your life can determine if you're going to be up there or you're going to be below. Now that's the thing. So every event in your life is life changing. Are you going to go left? Are you going to go right? Are you going to win? Are you going to lose? So we're going to be planning on doing life changing events, events that will open your mind, broaden your horizon for you to see that the limitations that you're looking at right now, it's not even a limitation. People have gone beyond that. And then you can also inspire people that are going coming at the back of you to be like, okay, yeah, yeah. this guy has done it, so I can't do it. Because anytime I'm looking at a problem, I'll be like, somebody has done it, so I can probably do it. And then somebody was also telling me one time that as long as you can write code, as long as you have a vision, as long as you know what you're doing, there's no limitation in this world. As long as you know what you're doing and you just keep pushing forward, the obstacle is the way, right? And then we're also going to have workshop sessions. The workshop session is going to be like, how will I put this now? We just enlighten people that are starting to learn, because I know that there are a lot of people in the GDSC that aren't so good, that aren't in the expert level or like intermediary. They're just starting to learn the technologies and stuff. So we're going to be doing workshops on emerging tech, something that will set you up for life in 10 years, maybe AI, blockchain, web development is still strong, back end, front end, games, cyber security too. So we're going to do workshops for that. And then we're also going to teach you some Google technologies. Is it Flutter, Google Cloud, talking about Angular and other TensorFlow and whatever. So that is it. That's it. Next slide, please. What's even the next slide? So I want to also thank the speakers, Abdurrahman, Yusuf, Comfort, and Michael. I don't want to say Michael's surname, so I won't spoil it, but let's leave it as Michael. Thank you all for joining this info session. Just 13 participants, but then we recorded it so we can also share it with the community. Anyone that wants to join or listen, tune in later, when around. And then anyone that you just want to share it with anyone that you know, you can do that. So thank you all for joining this info session. If you have any questions, thoughts, opinions, what we could do better, and any ideas for our next event, you can also drop it in the chat box. So, thank you.